From the gun, throw here for Allen. The throw here is complete. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Do a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Handoff, running left. This is Cook. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. Once again, it's Cook. He'll pop his head for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Buffalo.
And this is what happens when your offensive line and your back are in sync and on the same page. Great job by the O-line, distorting the defense at the point of attack, and then the running back understanding where that hole is, hitting it full speed, brings up a fresh set of downs.
And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 2. Josh Allen on the bootleg. Off-balance throw. It's complete. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
Now Allen on 1st down. And he'll take this one in. Dalton Kincaid, touchdown Buffalo. His 4th TD grab of the season.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who have also scored throughout the league.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard
Okay, ready? Ready? Go!
First carry now for Jaden Blue. And he'll take this up past the 40, pickup of 5.
to pick up the 6. Brings up
From the 41, here's second down and 4.
Let's go now. Ready?
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. Got a man over the middle, it's Worthy. And he will score. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Dallas. That is second touchdown of the game. Numbers 11, 12 on the season.
That ties the game.
And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then. They'll start on the ground with Cook. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's tackled at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From 29, here's second down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Brings up third and 3.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And that is incomplete. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And now it's fourth down.
Ryan Stonehouse in punt formation.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The drive starts with a carry by Blue. And he's going to be followed up quickly after a gain of about 1. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle.
Brings up second and 8.
Second down and 8.
35-yard line.
Let's go. Ready?
A run once more with Blue. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Cowboys.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
A huge play for Dallas. An even 40 yards. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal.
Bronco 80.
He'll get this forward to Worthy. And he's into the end zone yet again. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Dallas. His big game continues. His third touchdown this one. Numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the year.
Bills 14. Brandon Aubrey to kick off.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at 23-yard line. On first down, it's Allen. Going downfield, right outside, and it's caught. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. That's going to be caught by Kincaid. And he'll be forced out of bounds. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Allen going to throw on 1st and 10. This is intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. He works free, right side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. Cowboys have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes Hill on the return. A good return here, up past the 30, but maybe a penalty allowed him to get that far. Let's see. First and 10, and it's Allen. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. He'll drop this underneath to Cook, and he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, and I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. Here's 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. Throw once more. Here's Allen. Throwing right. It's taken in. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. Allen to throw again. That's going to be incomplete. Tucker very scouts it. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
Alert!
To the air once more is Allen. Micah Parsons getting in to record his 9th sack of the year. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
On the jump. Here we go. Ready.
They'll start this on the ground with Blue. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
Got
A
ready.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Cap alert. Here we go. Set.
Again, it's Blue. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten the yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Let's go.
Get out of the gun is Milton. Open man, right side. He's got it. That'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Tag. Panther 11. Coconut. Go.
Now Milton. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is going to be ball in. He's got it. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Dallas. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game. That is one behind the single-game NFL record. Here comes Hill on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. In motion, Shakir. Here's a handoff to Cook, running left. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
56.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Run out of the gun with Cook. And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run, and it's also a 1st down. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10. So now they'll throw it with Allen. A quick throw out wide, caught left side. after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Cowboys' 30-yard line.
Second and inches. On the ground, it's Bruce. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, and see if you can go score.
Another try with Brooks. Not much there. Maybe a yard. From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. Again, it is Brooks. Open space inside the 10. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. Looking to throw, it's Allen. That is caught by the tight end, Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Bills. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
Again, here comes Blue. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A loss of 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. The RPO, that one is complete. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
Ready?
From the gun, here's Milton. That's caught. Left side, it's complete. He's to the 15. And he will go all the way. DeAndre Lambert-Smith. Touchdown, Cowboys. Aubrey good with the extra point. And the Cowboys will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Bills 21.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. At ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
2nd and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. He'll look underneath here for Brooks. And knock him down up beyond the 30. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Bills 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. Well, the best screenplays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. One more time going up top with Allen. He's hit after the catch and the ball comes free. The Cowboys have it. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense. What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
Let's go. Ready.
Here's a run to the 5-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Ready. Ready.
They'll go with him again. He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Dallas. He is having a performance to remember. There's 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes Hill on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Josh Allen on the bootleg. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Micah Parsons in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive. On second down, it's Brooks. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Third and a long way to go. Now Allen. That's pumped by Brooks. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Allen going to throw for it. He gets this complete to Shakir. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
16 yards.
The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards.
A gain of 16 yards. And
So they come to the line for first down and 10. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. First and 10, here's Brooks. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Throwing on second down, it's Allen. He's got room at the 30. Look at the big guy rumble. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. And a special moment as the rookie catches his first NFL touchdown.
And the more they can develop this young tight end, Mike, it just gives this quarterback additional weapons, and it's just going to make this offense even more difficult to stop.
A tight end, his first career NFL touchdown. Do you remember yours?
Oh, man, I'll tell you, I can recall it like it was yesterday, Mike. We were up Sunday night, primetime game, Lambeau Field against Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers, and the previous play, Brian Urlacher recovered a fumble probably around the 20, 25-yard line. Brian Griese was our quarterback for Chicago, and the ensuing play threw it up to the left corner of the end zone, and Mike, guess who called the game? None other than the legendary John Madden.
Get it!
On the ground, it's Blue. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
On the handoff, Blue. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on first down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on second down. But now after taking a loss on first and second, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on third down.
Finding space at the 40. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 42 yards.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take it.
He was
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. 3rd and 5.
Come on.
They'll run with Blue. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
The Cowboys field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, you had things under control. Not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First down, Allen. A dive, but too far out in front of him. Incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. Quick throw here is complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. They'll try it now with Russ. And he is going to have the Bills' 1st down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
1st down. 2 yards on the play. 1st down.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the 1st down.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
Rolling downfield, right side, and it's hard. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot. From the gun, it's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down, and they are going to set up from the 7-yard line.
And while this game is certainly all but over, this drive really comes down to pride. On one side, you got a team trying to show they're willing to fight all the way to the end, and then the other, they don't want to give up a touchdown at this point in the game.
Throw once more. Here's Allen. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
A final shot now for Allen. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end.